opening in January, Sea Life Michigan has seen phenomenal success.
Debbie Gibb, marketing manager for Sea Life Michigan, talks about why having the aquarium here is so beneficial.
Having an aquarium in Michigan is just so amazing and wonderful and important because so many people around here don't have that opportunity to get to Florida or coastal areas or the Caribbean to maybe learn a little bit more about the creatures. So when you learn about something in books, it's different than when you see it in person. When you see it, you fall in love with it and then you care about it.
Lucy Handel, head curator for Sea Life Michigan, says it's important that we do care about our environment.
A lot of our habitats are in serious trouble, whether it be species or the ecosystem. So people coming and learning about them is really going to help teach people what they can do to help. We have our Breed Rescue Protect program here. People can learn about the stuff we're doing for conservation and how we're rescuing animals and breeding animals. And it's really important for future generations that we protect our oceans and our waterways.
Sea Life Michigan is coming up with tons of ways for kids to interact with the sea life around them.
Basically, a field trip booking is a self-guided tour, so the teacher can kind of come through. But we have materials online for the teacher that they can do in their classroom or when they're here. And then for other kids that come through, we have this thing called our dive trail, and they get a little dive book and they get this little set of dive goggles that they can wear. And we have 9 stations throughout, and they're asked questions, about conservation efforts or about all kinds of different things. And if they answer the question, they get a stamp, and then at the end of the tour, they get a little prize for completing their book. So we also have talks and feeds throughout the day. So we have educational talks about our touchable creatures. We have feeds for our sharks and our rays. So there's plenty of educational opportunities throughout.
So this is our touch bowl. This is our really interactive environment, and it's great learning for the whole family, especially kids. And the great thing is you can get really hands-on here. We've got loads of really cool stuff. These are our cleaner shrimp. These are one of my favourites. And in the wild, what they'll do is they'll clean dead scales and parasites and things off of fish. And here it kind of works the same. So if you put your hands in and you keep them nice and still, what they'll do is they'll come over and they'll clean all the dead skin out from under your fingernails, so you get a free manicure. My hands are quite clean, so it's going to be coming over right now. We have our sea stars too. Really colourful, loads of different species. You can learn about how they eat. These guys are amazing because what they do is they throw their whole stomach out and they envelop their food outside the body, and then they digest it and pull it back in. And what that does is it enables them to eat a much bigger meal than they'd normally be able to. We also have our horseshoe crabs. These guys are awesome. They're really prehistoric species. They're actually 450 million years old. And you can see that they're more related to spiders and scorpions from their feet. So you can learn all about those too. We also have loads of different types of crabs. We've got loads of shells and shark's teeth and stuff to show you. So there's loads of stuff to learn here.
Annie Allen, who was at the aquarium with her husband and 3 children, enjoys the education that Sea Life Michigan provides for her family.
Every time we come, our kids love the stamp stations and they get excited. I think it's important for the kids to learn about marine life because it's real, it's out there, it's in the ocean. It's good for them and their minds just to start learning new things and fishies and all of that.
Reporting for The Palm, I'm Gabrielle Martin.